folks, Chris Voss here from the Chris Voss Show.com, the Chris Voss Show.com. That was like a short one. So anyway, what we're doing is coming here with another post. We want to share with you some versus comparison. Oh my God, versus, more versus. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're helping people decide what the best phones are to buy. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, or I'll keep saying it. So anyway, what we're going to be doing is comparing two great phones from our good friends at AT&T.com with the fastest download upload speeds today. We're going to be comparing the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 versus the HTC One Mini. We're pitting these two babies head to head. Both just came out recently, and we'll see which one is best and how it fits together. Now, as you can see, there's a huge difference here in size between these two babies. That's one of the most discerning differences you may notice just right away, that it's much wider and taller on the Note 3 than it is on the HTC One Mini. HTC One Mini, of course, is a knockoff, if you will, or the little brother, little kid brother, if you will, of the HTC One, which is a very popular phone, which rivaled with the Samsung Galaxy S4. So, with the Note 3, let's talk about what some of the aspects are that are on here. With the Note 3, you're looking at a 2.3 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor. It's super, super fast, probably the fastest thing on the market currently as the day of this video. It's got 13 megapixel camera that will do video at 4K at 30 frames per second. It will do 60 frames per second at 1080p video recording. Takes incredible pictures, and of course it has a stylus pen that you can take and utilize. We'll get into some of that here in a bit. It's got a removable back where you can expand the memory and all that good stuff. You can't do that with the HTC One Mini, where you can't take the back off to expand the memory or change the battery, if you will. And it has no stylus, of course. I'm sure you probably already know that. Massive battery life on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. It has 3,200 milliamp hours, 3,200 milliamp hours of power behind it. It could be 3,300, 32 or 3,300. You can look it up. 100 here, 100 there. Who's counting, right? With the HTC One, you're looking at 1,800 milliamp hours on this thing. It's a 1.4 gigahertz chip in this one, so it's not too fast. The screen on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is a 1080p screen. Beautiful, beautiful. Just really joyous to watch and look at games and video, all that sort of good stuff. On the HTC One Mini, you're looking at a 720p screen. Not quite as beautiful and not quite as high as PPI as the HTC One, so real big difference maker there. Now, one thing I do like more about these devices on the HTC One Mini is the front-facing speaker. That's pretty freaking awesome, and it really makes a huge amount of difference in the quality of watching games, playing games, watching videos, all that sort of good stuff. They're both pretty much about the same thickness when it comes down to it. They both have IR blasters across the top where you can blast your TV and control anything that uses infrared. So you have that that you can take and do with it. The UI, I've never been really too excited on HTC. It's very simple. The icons look very cheap. The format looks very cheap. Never really been a big popular thing with the HTC format, which is really sad because I like their phones. The format UI with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is pretty freaking awesome for all the stuff they give you. If you take a look at some of the different add-ons and innovations they've made, they have reading mode where it does some special reading to you, multi-window where you can do multi-screen window stuff, S-Beam, NFC, Air View where you can hover over the screen, Air Gesture where you can wave over the screen and do things, Smart Stay, Smart Pause, Smart Scroll, what it'll do for things based upon how you utilize the device. One thing that's also awesome here with the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 is you have Air Command now with the stylus that you can pull out. You have Action Memo, Scrapbooker, Screen Write, and S-Finder. One of my favorite things is the pen window, and you can literally draw anywhere on the screen and activate a window where I can have a video, clock, calculator, contacts, phone, Hangouts, all that good stuff, and you can move this thing around. So if you want to move it around on your screen, you can minimize it. This is what's really cool. You can minimize it. And if you see really close there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, there's a little icon, And by clicking the icon, I can take and reactivate that window and pull it up. So it's kind of like Windows. You can minimize it, you can pull it back up. I can even expand it to take and do the full screen. And you see there. And then, of course, I can go ahead and close it out if I want to and just get rid of it. It's running the latest version of Android at this point in time. It's 4.3. And it does a beautiful, beautiful job. The biggest challenge, I think, for most people with the Note 3 is given its size. It's very large. And if you're a woman or a person with small hands, it may not be the most best thing or comfortable thing for you to have, and it could be a little cumbersome. But I find it works really well for me. I have big 9-inch span hands, and it makes a really good difference. One thing they have added to the Note 3 is a much improved speaker on the bottom instead of the back, and it does a really, really, really good, incredible job of pumping out sound. And of course, with the Note 3, we'll show you the removable back. It's got the removable back and the removable battery, where you can expand your micro SD card. You can see here they no longer have the speaker in the back, they put it in the bottom, and it is powerful loud. It has a faux leather back. Some people have complained about it, but I think it's cool, and it fools your brain. What do you know the difference? Besides, if it was real, the phone would probably be double the price, or something like that. So, there you have it. That's a review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 versus the HTC One Mini. I, of course, as you probably can't tell, love the Note 3 and all the different features and stuff that are in it. So, go to our good friends at amzn.to. That's AT&T.com. Tell them Chris Voss sent you. Fastest upload speeds. One other thing I should mention: the camera on the HTC One Mini, it's only a 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera. Not really impressed with that sort of camera, and you're going to get much better pictures out of the Note 3, in my opinion. Thanks for coming by. Give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube. Be sure to check in often to all the versus comparison videos that we're going to be doing. Thanks for coming by.